are you, Subhash?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you for asking. And how about you? How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good, Subhash. Yeah, enjoying the rainy season these days. Lot of rains in the September, but previously like in June or July, August, actually the rain starts from the June month, last of June. But it didn't rain, not that much. But in September, it's raining very heavily in Lucknow. Yeah.
So you enjoying the weather, the cool
Yes, yes.
weather.
Yeah, I had enjoyed the heat also. It was extreme heat. So after that, a lot of respite from that heat, what we faced previously. Yes. So it's become cool. So yeah. So Subhash,
Yes,
today we
yes,
have
ma'am.
met for the first time, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
So let me know about you because I know only your name.
Okay,
Let me know
so
something
first,
more.
okay, ma'am. I am telling you about myself. So my name is Subhash Pal and I live in Guwahati. The Guwahati is the capital city of Assam. And I'm a retired government servant. Recently, I've retired from my job and I am very much interested in learning spoken English. And that's why I have been taking classes with many tutors on various platforms. And at the same time, I also connect with co-learners and for the purpose of practice. Other than that, I love to travel and I love to watch cricket matches. And if I talk about my family members, we are four in our family. My wife, my son is elder one, and my daughter is younger, and I. So four of us make this family. So this is all about me, ma'am.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful. So you are connecting me from Assam, you told, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, yeah.
Guwahati, na? Guwahati?
Guwahati, yeah, yeah, Guwahati.
Oh, so Assam is also well known for the rains, right? It
Yes,
rains over
yes, yes.
there.
There are some parts in Assam, when rain started, so it goes for months sometimes, even for 2 months also. It's happened earlier when I was young and I used to live in a different place. So there we used to get rainfall for long, long days.
Okay, yeah. See, when we were like in the school time, I would say when I was young and was studying in the school, so that time, like in the general knowledge, we had a book of GK in our class. So that time we were taught, which is the heaviest state to have a rainfall, maximum rainfall. So we used to learn like Chirapunji is a Chirapunji. I think there's a place in Assam. So we would
No,
learn
ma'am.
about.
I just want to correct here. Cherrapunji, yeah, it's a place, but it is in Meghalaya, the neighboring state of Assam.
Okay, okay, in
So,
India. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
correct.
if I have to go to Cherrapunji from my place from Guwahati, it will take around 3 to 4 hours, not very far.
Okay, it's not that far. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now the children are taught like some other place. They are not. We were like our teachers would say that Cherrapunji has the heaviest rainfall. I think in India it was mentioned that kind. But nowadays some other place is well known for the heaviest rainfall in India. But I right now I don't know the name of that place. Yes. So
Uh, Cherrapunji is known for its rainfall, but I went there twice, but I did not get any rainfall in those days when I went there.
okay, okay. So so you want to know about myself?
Yes, ma'am.
Besides,
Please go
okay,
ahead.
okay.
You can tell me about yourself.
So, Subhash, yeah, as you know, my name is Alka, and I
Yes.
still live in Lucknow, it's the capital of UP.
Yeah.
So, about my academic career, then I'm a postgraduate in English, and it's been very long when I had done my masters. And yeah, I have two grown-ups, since they both are married, and my husband, he's a retired banker. And
Yeah.
about my hobbies, then I love reading and I listen to music. And but nowadays, this is the foremost hobby of mine, like connecting with different people and learning about the spoken English and getting my fluency back. Yeah, that's about me.
So, how is going on your English spoken English journey? How many sessions do you take in a day?
In a day, I try to have two conversation in a day, but sometimes I don't get time. I won't say time. I take out time for this. Yeah, one or two conversation, I would say daily.
Okay,
And
that's good.
yeah, and apart from that, I have audio calls, like in the evening.
Okay, so which one you like most, audio call or video call?
Yeah, initially I would like only audio calls when I had joined this Skype, so I would fear to come on the video calls because I thought that I would make mistakes, then the other person will upload it on their channel and I will make so many mistakes and I would hesitate to talk that time. So I would not talk on the like video calls. But now it's okay. I have become like, no, I'm so adjusted to this, so it doesn't matter whether I'm on video or audio. But yeah, video calls are much better, I think.
Yes, ma'am, you are right. And it happens with everyone because in my case also, when I started talking with people on video call, initially I was very nervous and
Yeah,
I hesitate to talk to them because we used to see ourselves face to face. So I was not comfortable at all. But after doing some sessions, now I am very much confident. I know I make mistake, but it does not bother me anymore. I just speak
yeah.
whatever I can. So that's what I do.
Yeah, we do make mistakes. We are like human beings. We are not. I can't say we are perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? So
Yes,
we,
ma'am.
we tend to make mistakes. And yesterday only I was talking to one girl. I don't remember. I had made one, blunder. I would say that time. So it happened and happened. What to say? हो गया तो हो गया. So it's happened. Sometimes we do make mistakes. So I can say that all are learners over here, right?
Yes.
Yes, yeah. It happens. You see, when we speak to some advanced level person, no, so that will definitely I will make mistakes. I know, out of fear, out of whatever I would say, if I'm speaking to some very fluent person or very advanced person, so that time something happens to me. I don't know, but yeah, to the intermediate people, like I can very comfortably talk to those people. I like to beginners also. I'm so able to talk with the beginners too. But advanced level sometimes I what to say I hesitate. But I try, I try a lot because it will help me to become much better, if I talk to the advanced level persons.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure. The more you will speak with the advanced level people, the more you will get to learn from them. Because when we
Right.
speak to the people who are below our level, so we don't get anything from that person, but they get from ours. So it is like that. We always try to take session with someone who is better than us, so that we can learn from them.
Right, right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said in your introduction that apart from this conversation, not I mean to say apart from this Skype, you have joined some other apps as well.
Yes, yes, ma'am. I have been doing it for such a long time, more than 3 years now. So I have been taking classes with tutors on Klepingo, then Inktoki,
Okay.
and earlier I took classes with the tutors on English theory also, and Cambly also. So wherever I got a chance, I got an opportunity, I felt that I need to talk, so I did. Even today also, I have a session with one tutor on Klepingo. So that's what I am doing, ma'am. I like to speak.
Yeah. So what do you think, like, which is the best platform, where we can learn more? What do you think about that?
Ma'am, if I talk about learning, it depends upon the person who is learning because
Yeah.
for a 15 minutes session on a
Yeah.
platform or 20-25 minutes session, you will not get much. So you have
Right.
to work hard for that. So whatever you get from the tutor, the advice that they give, and you have to follow that, and you have to
Yeah.
work on that. Otherwise, if you just speak with them and you just sit alone and you're doing nothing, so that will not going to help. So in my
Right.
case also sometimes what initially I tried very hard, but nowadays I get less time, so I am not very much involved in this. If I talk about initial times when what I did, I used to find new words and then after finding the what is called the meaning of that word, I made sentences and I practice. But I nowadays I'm not doing, but I am busy with some kind of work. So after 3-4 months, I think I will become free. Then again, I will start. I will do what I was doing earlier.
Okay. So what made you like to speak in English and all that? What made you think that now I should practice and all that? What idea came in your mind? Like I should do this. So
It was
I mean,
always
how?
in it was always in me that I would learn this language, but there was no such opportunity before me, so that I could not do it. But during COVID time, when there was no work, I used to stay back at home. There was no office, so I used to watch YouTube videos. And one day I just came across one video where one of the students of Klepingo, was speaking with tutor, and that from that video I thought that okay, I can also do that and learn something from them. And then I started taking session with the tutors on Klepingo, and still I have been doing it. So initially, as I told you, I was very much nervous, but now gradually I have got the confidence and I'm doing it.
Very nice. You speak very well. So that's why I asked you how did it happen that you started talking in English and all that? Because you speak very well. So in your office time, when you were in office, you were working. So that time in your job, you had to speak in English also? Not that
Sometimes,
much.
not always, because the colleagues that we had, nobody spoke in English. But there was a lady officer. Whenever I went to her room, whenever I was called by her, so I had to speak in English because she always speak in English. So that time I had the opportunity to speak, and whatever I had to say, I never failed to speak in English, because I thought that this is the opportunity that I can avail of to do it practical, in a practical
Yeah, yeah.
field. Yeah. Otherwise, what we do, we just practice. But when it comes to in practical field, so it is something different. You get to see the person in front of you live, and
Right.
it is not
Uh,
like this.
yeah, that is something different, when we see the real people, no, in
Yes,
front of
yes,
us. So that time the way we speak and like on the video calls, that is something different.
yes.
So yeah, even I think sometimes if I didn't get opportunity to talk to like real people. So let me see if the time comes. Maybe I become more better day by day. Yeah. Actually, this practice of ours, what we practice every day, definitely it's making us progressing. We are progressing. I mean to say day by day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, it is true. So much we learn also from each other. So much we
Yes.
learn, so much, yeah. And if we get to know about this, see, you are calling me from Assam. Actually, I had called a girl from Arunachal Pradesh. At the
Mm-hmm.
first time I spoke to somebody from Arunachal Pradesh, and I was really delighted to talk to because I never known about that state actually. So she
Mm-hmm.
told me so much about that state, their culture, their food habits, their dressing sense, and so much I got to know from her only. That was the first time when I got to know so much from like so much of Arunachal Pradesh. But I think we people mostly go to that state to visit. That I mean to say that state is not that familiar with everybody.
Yes, yes. Very less people are coming, but nowadays people have got to know about Arunachal. But there are many places of tourist interest. So now they are getting some tourists in Arunachal Pradesh. Particularly, if I mention about one place, if you heard about this, it is called Tawang. There is just place called
Yeah,
Tawang
yeah.
in Arunachal Pradesh.
Tawang, yes,
It's a
yes.
very
Yes.
beautiful place. You can compare this place with Kashmir also. So there are some other beautiful places also in Arunachal Pradesh.
Okay, right, right. So you love traveling. You mentioned now you love traveling, right?
Yes, ma'am. I love to travel.
So have you ever been to abroad?
No, it has not happened. I have been many places in India, but I have not been to abroad till now. But once I would go. It is there in me.
So which place is still in your bucket list that you want to visit that place? So still some places are left that you hadn't visited.
In India, in
Yes,
India's.
yes, in India, in India.
Yeah, there are many places. I think I have not covered Kerala and Gujarat also. So this time we are thinking about going to Gujarat in October, but ultimately
Okay.
it did not happen. I mean, the plan was cancelled. Later we change it. Like we are now going to visit Delhi, Mathura, Vrindavan, Agra, and Nainital this coming October.
Okay. Yeah,
And in our list, there was your place also in the list, like Lucknow, Ajodha, and Banaras. But ultimately, what happened that there was one family who were not very comfortable because they wanted less. I mean, they could not afford to go for long days, so they wanted to cut short the travel itinerary. So we had to exclude those places like Lucknow, Ajodha, and Varanasi.
okay. Yeah, if you go to Nainital, Nainital is a like very beautiful place. It's a very
Okay.
beautiful. I've
Okay.
been to Nainital like 7 to 8 times, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Because it's close to Bareilly. So my father was posted there in Bareilly. So from there, we had visited like 7 to 8 times to Nainital. It's very beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. So there are many lakes in Nainital, I think.
No, only one. Only one. Like
Only
it's a
one.
big. Yeah, it's only one, and that is also very big. I would say lake surrounded by the, what to say, hills. Around hills there are
Hmm.
houses and hotels on that hill. So when they in the night, so all the lights, reflect in the lake. It looks so
Okay.
beautiful. Hotels and houses there are, really it's very beautiful.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, as you messaged me, then from your message, I came to know that you remain busy. I mean, you remain free up to 5:30. So far, I remember in the
Yes,
afternoon,
yes,
in
right.
the evening.
Right.
After that, so what makes you busy in the evening?
Yeah, what makes me busy because my day actually starts too late. We are not the early riser. Because see,
Mhm.
I have not responsibilities of my children and like my husband has to go to office. Not that kind of worries I have. So we sleep late and we get up late in the morning. After that, I have a lot of yoga and exercises. And after doing all that, then again into the kitchen like around 10 o'clock. I make my breakfast. So 10 o'clock is, I think it's late for us, but we are habitual to have a breakfast around 10 or 10:30. After that, like cleaning the house and then, preparing for the lunch and all that. After lunch, have my lunch around 2:30. Then from 3, I sit, here. Again in the evening, I go for a walk, then dinner and all that. It really keeps me busy, all these things. Household chores are, yeah.
Okay, okay. But
So,
in my
Subhash, I
case,
want to ask you, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, please, please, please,
No,
you ask
no.
me.
I was telling you that before. So, when did you feel like confident that I can speak to anybody? Sometimes we happen to be, we are at the loss of confidence. We don't have confidence that much to speak. I will narrate you one thing. What happened with me? I was in
Mhm.
a hotel in Goa. We had
Okay.
visited to Goa. So that time, when we were having lunch, everybody. So there was a lady. She was. It seemed to me that maybe she is American or she is a Britisher by the way she looks and the way they were speaking. So, and you know what happened? That lady, one of the ladies, she was wearing her dress, and the dress was from the riverside. It was from the
Mhm.
riverside. So, all the stitching and everything, I could very well see that she doesn't know she has worn this kurti of hers, and that is from riverside. I wanted to go and tell her this thing. Then my husband told, oh, you won't be able to go and talk and convey this, because I was not confident to speak that time. So anyhow I told her, anyhow I framed some sentence in my mind. How would I start, and I went to that lady and I told her, ma'am, this dress of yours is from the riverside, so go and correct it. And she was so happy, and literally she went into the washroom, and again she came. So from the right side, she wore that kurti of hers. So I remember, I wanted to talk in English to anybody, but I was not confident that much that I can speak. But so that only I'm asking. Have you ever any time faced such moment that you wanted to talk but you couldn't talk, or you felt
Yeah,
some
yeah,
embarrassing you had?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. This all this happened before I started this class, taking classes. So that's
yeah.
why I was very much, interested to learn this language. It so happened when I joined my job here in Guwahati. So I used to attend classes. I was doing one course. It's called ICWA. So in that
Okay.
course, what I mean the
ICW, ICW.
ICWA, yeah,
Yeah.
Indian Courts and Accounts, like. So in the class, there are the students. All of them happen to be service holder from various departments like
Okay.
Oil India, Reserve Bank of India, State Bank of India, and I was from AG office like that. So all the other students, they used to speak in English and they are very much comfortable in speaking. So I found myself very odd among them, and I always wanted to keep myself aloof from them. And I used to sit at the last bench so that nobody could ask me anything. I
Yeah.
always try to avoid them because of only the language
Language
barrier.
problem. Yes.
Language barrier, yeah. So one day, what happened? One of the guys asked me, "I always see you. You always keep mum. You don't speak. Why you always keep mum?" So I did not, I could not tell him what is the reason because I
Yeah.
know why I keep, even though I wanted to talk,
Yeah.
but I couldn't.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of thing that happened with me. One day, what happened? One day, there is another boy. He was also like me. He could not speak English. So the professor in the class asked him one question, and he got up to give answer to that question, and he started speaking in local language. Then the
Okay.
professor told him, "No local language, speak in English," straight away. So he could not speak. He just stood there. So I also thought that if it happen, if the professor asked me, the same fate would have been for me also. Then I thought I have to correct it. I have to. This is my weakness, and I have to turn this weakness into my strong point. And that's why I always look for any institution where I could learn. But in Guwahati, there is no such institution at that time, so I could not learn. And after taking classes with tutors, initially I was very nervous, but gradually I got the confidence, and now I'm very much confident. Anybody, whoever comes and asks me anything, I can give answer to them. And it so happened like that whenever I took a flight to go somewhere, and the flight attendant generally speak in English. They will come to
Yes.
you
Yes.
and ask something in English.
Yes.
So whenever they ask me and I could give them answer, so I felt good. So then I thought that it is what I have got.
Yeah. Yeah. So we feel happy now when we are able to talk to somebody and we are able to like talk for a long time. That time we feel happy. Yeah, we are confident now. It happened with me. My friend is in Mumbai. She every time I wish her birthday, she to wish me my birthdays, anniversaries, and all that. So actually, she wants half of the talk we have in English. Not me, but she used to talk half of the conversation in English only. She's comfortable with English language, but that time I was not. But I was so happy. Like in March, she had her birthday. So in March, I felt, so confident in myself. So all the time I spoke to her in English. And after the conversation, like for 20 minutes and all that, I was so happy for within myself that yeah, I made my day today. I spoken to her for the first time. I spoken to somebody like for long, for 20 minutes. So it made me more confident. I thought, yeah, I can speak to anybody now. Yeah.
So do you speak to your son or your daughter sometimes in English?
To my family members.
Yes, yes.
No, no, never, never.
You never
No,
tried also. You never tried
no.
also.
Actually, what happens sometimes my maid is around. My maid is around. and I want to say something, I don't want to listen, I don't want her to listen. So that time I convey my, whatever I want to tell, like to my husband or my daughter-in-law, that time I convey anything what I want to convey in English, because I don't want her to hear what I'm saying. So that time, like for a very short moment. But actually, my family members, they don't want to like talk in English. Never they would like, no, because they, when the children were young, no, so when they came, like when they would come from the school, so that time I would try to talk to them in English, but no, 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 they would always say, no, Mama, we are always fed up. Even in school, every time we talk in English. Now at home, again, you have started. No, no, not at all. So it did happen that in the family we would talk in English. So yeah. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
what kind of yeah, Subhash, what kind of a job you had?
I was in Indian Audit and Accounts Department. So when I joined the job, I joined as a clerk, and gradually I got promotion over the years. And at the time of retirement, I was holding the post of senior accounts officer. So that's what I
Oh,
did. Yeah.
okay. Right. So your like your wife is a homemaker or she works also?
No, she is a homemaker.
Oh.
Yes.
So your family members talk in English or not?
Generally, we don't speak. My wife cannot speak. My son and daughter can speak, but rarely I speak. But whenever I speak with my daughter, I always speak at least 4 5 minutes in English. I try to speak, and she also respond. So sometimes I
Okay,
do
that's
that with my daughter.
okay. That's good. Yeah. Because see, this is the best place where we can have practice. When we like at home, I think with
Yeah.
every like the family, if the family speaking in English, totally, I mean to say, then definitely we will like become more better, I think. But in my
Yes.
house, nobody wishes to talk in English. Yeah, that's the problem. Actually, no friend of mine, no relative of mine. So we always speak in Hindi. I think your mother language, sorry, your mother tongue is also Hindi, right?
No, my mother tongue is Bengali.
Oh, doesn't seem to me that you are a Bengali person. Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, many of my friends are like Bengali. Oh,
Okay.
Saha, Chattopadhyay, Das, Mukherjee, Banerjee.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I have many friends. Ghoshal. One is Ghoshal from Mumbai.
Yeah. Ghoshal
Oh,
is also in
yeah.
Bengali surname.
Because no, your pronunciation is so good. It's very clear. Because I've spoken to many persons, their mother tongue are Bengali or South Indian people. So when they talk in English, that time we can very well understand that the other person is a Bengali. Yesterday only I was talking to one fellow, and I very well
Mhm.
understood that he's a South Indian, because the way he was talking, it made me like, it made me, I could very well make out that he's a South Indian.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
No, nobody can guess you when you talk in English, because your pronunciation that is very clear. Yeah.
No, ma'am. Actually, it is there. Not in a not much, but it is there because those who knows Bengali, those
Yeah.
who speak Bengali, no, when they will hear me speaking in English, they will easily understand that I am Bengali.
Yeah. Because they are not influenced by their language. So yeah. So that is what I'm telling you. Mother tongue
Because mother
influence.
tongue influence is very difficult to get rid of mother tongue because we have been speaking in our mother tongue for such a long time, and all of a sudden, if I uh, switch over to other language, it is not easy to get rid of that influence of our mother tongue. It takes times.
No, but you are not influenced by that language. No, you're not. Because you're speaking, I mean to say your accent is so clear, your pronunciation is
Is
everybody is
it?
so clear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank,
So
thank
that
you,
way.
man. Thank you very much. If it is so, I am very happy then.
Yeah, yeah. Subhash, now it's time for me to like wind the session.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. It has been such a nice conversation, conversing with you. Really, it went
Same.
very well. I am very happy.
Okay.
Thank
And
you
same
very
here.
much,
I,
ma'am.
I too enjoyed session with you, because I was trying for a long time. Today we connected. So it's my pleasure that you connected me and gave your time today. Okay, bye then.
Bye.